Welcome all dear students. Today start with a new topic called Principles of Inheritance and Variations. Here we are going to learn first the terminologies, then the Mendel's work of hybridization or inheritance. Then we are going to learn about Mendelian work, that is incomplete dominance, codominance, multiple allelism, pleiotropy, polygenes. Then we are going to learn about T.H. Morgan experiment, T.H. Morgan experiment on Drosophila melanogaster. Then chromosomal basis of inheritance, sex determination, mutation, pedigree analysis, and the monogenetic disorders or Mendelian disorders, and also the chromatic aberrations or chromosomal disorders. These all we are going to learn under this topic. So we start with certain terminologies that comes in this chapter. First, it is a genetics. Genetics is a branch of biology which deals with the study of heredity and variation. Genetics is genetics. Genetics is the study of inheritance and variation. The study of inheritance and variation is called as genetics. The branch of biology which deals with the study of inheritance and variation is called as genetics. Then what is inheritance? Then what is inheritance? And what is inheritance? The transfer of characteristics from parents to offsprings. The passing of characteristics from parent to the offsprings is called inheritance. The flow of characters from parent to the offspring, or the transfer of character from the parents to the offspring, is called as inheritance. Then what is heredity? Heredity. The flow of chromosomes. This is a character. Here is a chromosome. The flow of chromosome from parents to offsprings. The flow of the flow of chromosomes from parent to the offspring is called as heredity. So it is also called as chromosomal basis of heredity. Chromosomal basis of heredity. Then what is variations? There are the presence of different characters among the offsprings of the same descent is called variation, or the showing of the different characters among the offsprings, so they are descended by the same parent, is called as variation. Okay? The offsprings having the different characters which descend from the single parent or single descent is called as variations. Then what is gene? Gene is a unit of inheritance, or it is a unit of heredity. Gene is a unit of inheritance, or it is a unit of heredity. Then what is allele? Allele is a pair of gene. A pair of gene give rise to a character. It's called as gene. Allele. A pair of gene called as allele. Allele give rise to a character. Gene is a unit of inheritance. Is a unit of heredity. Whereas allele is a pair of gene. Allele is a pair of gene which give rise to a character. Then what is phenotype? The external appearance of a character, the external features of a character is called as phenotype. The external appearance of a character is called as phenotype. Then what is genotype? Genotype Genotype is the genetic makeup of an individual. Is called genotype. What is phenotype? The external appearance of a character is called phenotype. So what is genotype? Genotype is a genetical makeup of an organism. It's called genotype. So genetics is a branch of biology which deals with the study of inheritance and variation, or heredity and variation. Inheritance, the pass of character or the flow of characters from the parent to the offspring is called inheritance. The pass or the flow of chromosomes from the parent to the offspring is called as heredity. Variation, the different characters are present among the offsprings of a same descent. Same parent is called as variation. Gene is a unit of heredity or is a unit of inheritance. A pair of genes is called as a allele. Allele gives rise to a character. The phenotype, the external appearance of a character. Genotype, genetic makeup of a character. So what is trait? Trait, the two contrast feature of a character is called as trait. There are two contrast features present in a character is called as a trait. So these are certain terminologies which repeatedly occur in this chapter. So that you are learning about this terminology. Now we are going to learn about the Mendel's work. Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel was a bishop in a church. Out of curiosity, he started sowing or cultivating the pea plants in the garden of church. Out of curiosity, he started working on the pea plant. The botanical name of pea plant is Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum. Out of curiosity, he started working on a pea plant and started sowing pea plant in the garden of church. So he worked 7 years, starting from 1856 to 1863. 7 years he worked on the hybridization of pea plant, the Pisum sativum. So this the first time the statistical analysis and mathematical logics are applied to understand the inheritance of the character. He first time applies to study the heredity or inheritance. He first time applied the statistical analysis and mathematical logic into the biological experiment. Systematically executed the hybridization experiment, and his letters are sent to the Brunn Nature History Journal. Published his experiments in Brunn Nature History in 1866. But his work was unnoticed by the scientific community for 34 years. 34 years his experiments were unnoticed by the scientific community. Later on in the year 1900, the three scientists from three different countries, those are Hugo de Verres from Holland, Karl Correns from Germany, Tesmar from Austria, carried out the experiments on different plant plants and animals. They did the similar work of Mendel and they rediscovered the inheritance pattern. And they sent to the in front of National Committee. Later on, they recognized, oh, somebody sent us this kind of experiment 34 years back. Then rushed to the journals, they opened the Mendel's work and the Mendel's work was then recognized. So that it opens a new branch in biology called as genetics. So he got a Nobel Prize after his death. So Richard John Mendel was a bishop in the church, worked for 7 years, 1856 to 1963 on pea plant. His experiments are known as hybridization experiments. So he said, first time the statistical analysis and mathematical logic was used in the understanding the inheritance pattern of the characters. And then later he sent to the journal Brun's Nature of History 1866. But his work was unrecognized for 24 years. In the year 1900, the three scientists from three different countries, Hugo de Veres from Holland, Karl Correns from Germany, Tesma from Austria, sent similar type of work as of Mendel's with different animals and plants. So that scientific committee checked out the experiments of Mendel and his experiments were recognized. Then he called as the father of genetics. With this experiments, a new branch of the biology is originated called as genetics, the branch of biology and inheritance and variation, and he is called as the father of genetics. And he got Nobel Prize after his death. So what kind of experiments he did? We are going to learn about the experiments of Mendel. Now why he used the pea plant for his experiment? First, you may ask in the examination why Mendel used the pea plant, choose the pea plant for his experiment. The first character, the pea plant is a short cultivar. So many generations can be studied in a single year. It's a 3-month peak, so that four generation can be studied in a single year. So it is having a short lifespan, so that many generations can be studied in a single year. Second, it shows several identifiable or distinguishable characteristics. Second, it shows several distinguishable characters. Third, it is a bisexual flower. It is a bisexual flower, so that the self-pollination and cross-pollination do occur in Pisces. It is a bisexual flower, thus the self-pollination and cross-pollination do occur in the pea plant. Fourth, as the self-pollination is occur in the pea plant, we can easily get the pure line cultures. As the self-pollination occur in the pea plant, so that we can easily get the pure line cultures and they remain for generation to generation. Fifth, it can grow in all climatic conditions. And sixth, it can cultivate it in a small area. Can be cultivated in a small area. These are certain features made Mendel choose the pea plant for his experiment. The first one is pea plant shows several distinguishable characteristics, observable characteristics. Second, the lifespan of pea plant is short, so that many generations can be studied in a single year. Third is a bisexual flower, so that the self-pollination as well as the cross-pollination do occur. Because of the self-pollination in pea plant, you can easily get the pure line cultures, and the pure line or the purity can remain for, or homozygosity can be remain for several generations. The fifth can be cultivated in, or it can be resistant to all, or cultivated in all climatical conditions. Sixth, it can be cultivated in a small area. Can be cultivated in a small area. Think Mendel cultivated the pea plant in his garden. So these are experiments, these are certain the features or the characteristics made Mendel to choose the pea plant for his experiment. He worked with the 7 characters of the pea plant. He worked with the 7 characters of pea plant. The first character is the height of a plant. The first character is the height of a plant. This character having 2 contrast features. They are called trait. So what is trait? The contrast features of a character is called as a trait. The height of a plant having 2 contrast trait. What is? One is tall, other one is dwarf. The 2 contrast traits of a characters. These are called the traits. The second one, position of a flower. The second one is the position of a flower. It may be, the flower may be axial or it may be terminal. So that two contrast trait of a character. These are 2 contrast trait of a character. Third, color of a flower. So it is having 2 contrast trait, like a violet, or the pea plant may produce the violet colored flower, or it may produce white colored flower. May produce white colored flower. Fourth, shape of a seed. Fourth, shape of a seed. So shape of a seed may be round or wrinkled. May be round or wrinkled. Fifth, color of a seed. Color of a seed. Color of a seed. It may be yellow or green. Maybe yellow or green. The sixth, pod shape. Is a cover present on a seed. The pod is nothing but the cover which is present on a seed is called pod. Pod shape, it may be inflated or constricted. Seventh, pod color. Pod color, this green and yellow. So he worked with the 7 characters of 14 traits. These all are dominant characters. They express in the generation, and these all are called recessive characters. Mendel chose 7 characters for his experiment. Height of a plant, position of a flower, color of a flower, shape of a seed, color of a seed, pod shape, pod color. These characters having 2 contrast traits each. So he collected 14 different pure lines. He collected 14 different pure lines of a cat. Then what is pure line? What is pure line cultures? Or the pure line cultures. So tall, if the tall cross with the tall or it is circling, generation by generation it is giving the only tall plant, or it is called as a homozygous. Homo means similar. So this character is called as a pure line character or pure line culture. He collected 14 different of pure lines cultures or characters of the pea plant. Or if the flower is axial, the pea plant produces the flower in axial position. If it is a pure line, generation by generation, if it is cultivated or selfed, it gives rise to only the flower in axial position of a pea plant. So this is called as a pure line cultures. So he collected 14 different type of pure line cultures. Then we go for the emasculation. Emasculation. What do you mean by emasculation? Removing of anther from the bisexual flower is called as emasculation. What is emasculation? He collected 14 different type of pure line cultures and he started emasculated the pea plant. What is emasculation? Removing of anther from the bisexual flower is called emasculation. So that the pistil, only pistil remain. It becomes unisexual. So second, he started covering the emasculated plant with a plastic sheet. To protect it from the contamination with pollen grains, unwanted pollen grains. This technique is called bagging. First he did the emasculation, then he covered the emasculated pea plant with a plastic sheet to protect the plant from the contamination of unwanted pollen grains. So then he started dusting the pollen grains of his desire of different pure line cultures, his desired characters on the emasculated plant. Then he started dusting the pollen grains of his desire, what he want, the character what he want on the emasculated plant, so that the seeds are formed. This is called hybridization, artificial hybridization. Hybridization is nothing but doing artificial way. So next he started cultivating it. It's called as the first line, first filial generation. Filius means son. Then self-named the one. So he get the characteristics, and these characteristics are systematically written, and the diagrams of that characteristics are written. Systematically counted what number of the plants are produced by this hybridized experiment, and first time the statistical analysis and mathematical logic is applied to these experiments, and these papers are sent to the Nature, Brun Nature History Journal. So these are experiments of or the experiment setup of Mendelssohn. In my next class, we are going to learn what is the monohybrid clause. And also, he gave 3 laws. So we are going to learn in next hour of teaching. Thank you.